Okay. Just give a brief introduction and then I will share the PPT, and then on this basis, you just say something and then I will continue.
Okay. Now, very good evening to all of you, those who have joined. So, today we are here to, I, Bharati Mahala Navish, on behalf of Healthy Mind Studio, we're organizing this free webinar that is to just to know it, because most of the people here around me, whenever they are giving me call and they like to know something about this, but they don't have any idea regarding this. Okay, when we are in life situations where we are in some problem, or in everyday situations where we are facing some problem, then how to handle these problems in a very systematic way, so that our health do not get affected, yeah, our mind do not get affected. So according to that, actually today's webinar was organized. Now I would let you know this my madam, that is Malavika Ghosh Dastidar, who is from Mumbai. I'll introduce her later. So first let me say a few words regarding this. Okay, what is the necessity of this today's webinar? Now, actually, I have done the course in these also. That is on behalf of Healthy Mind Studio. All of you are, I am welcoming. Okay, please join, and those who have joined, welcome on behalf of ourselves. Now, the question comes, in our day-to-day life, whenever we face some problems, then there is no place where we can share our problems, or you can get some specific solutions how to come out from that, isn't it? So it's become really very difficult for us sometimes to manage it. Now, being an psychologist, and she has done so many courses related to this field, and now she has associated herself with some new some NGO, and some hospitals like PKC. I'll share this whatever her these things after this in my group after finishing this, so you can have an idea. And she has done this wonderful course. She's a master trainer of mindfulness. Now, most of the children today's, since I was teacher of Army Public Schools Srinagar for last few years, and also I was PGD physics of different schools all over India for last 10 years. That means, and I came across so many students here that they find so much of problem to manage themselves. And at that time, I didn't know actually soft skills, but it was with me, so that I used to handle them in a very systematic manner. So I I know, okay, so what are the problems normally they face in their classrooms. Now, if you go through this those who are from class 8, some parents, those who have joined, if you go through their physics book, a chemistry book, you will see in the very first, on the first page, before the chapters, just to check if something is written, okay, according to the national education policy, the students are supposed to develop certain skills, but you don't know till today, okay, what is written here. Okay, because it is quite natural, because you don't see what is written here, we just start the chapter. Teachers or students, we are least bothered okay, what is written, but please go through your first page, you will see that what are things we are speaking for last few days we deal, but people will not understand it because you are not going through this. So first one is for students, first one is active listening. Now you tell me, as a teacher or advocate or doctor, whatever, how this listening is important for your particular field. Because whenever you are delivering your lectures, and if your students don't listen to whatever you are saying, then do you think that whatever you are saying there, they will be able to understand? No. Now in your doctor profession also, whenever, because I am saying this because my some students are now they're doctors and they will listen it afterwards. So please tell me whenever patient is coming and saying her problems are this, and if you are not giving proper attention, then will you be able to diagnose him or her properly? No. Advocate, because some students of mine, they're advocate also, they have told me. So yes, just now I got the message. Yes, okay, some would have some, they had, truthfully, they had some thing, they will listen it definitely. So this next one, this comes the decision making. Now decision making is also important for the students, for the parents, for the everyone has to take the decision. Whenever a doctor is there, he'll have to take which medicine I am supposed to give, dot, so that it will cover all her fields. Now, as a teacher, also she is also take the decisions. Which chapter I'll have to take first, so that the students can understand better, something like that. So in teaching also decision field. If I explain, it will take more than 1 hour. How all the skills are required for all the professions, and not only for the professions, for housewives also. How? Because whenever we are supposed to make the dinner or lunch, then I'll have to take the decision which particular dish is now it is suitable for our family. It is during this lunchtime or dinner or breakfast or whatever. So if you don't take the proper decisions, it will be very difficult for you, isn't it, to cover. So next the things comes in every day. Whenever we are facing our children, our husband, our patients, our students, and students also their teachers, and what happens ultimately, sometimes we get frustrated. Oh, teacher has said this. Okay, you do your you are not giving any attention. Or some teacher is saying, okay, no, you are supposed to practice like this, not in that way. As a result, what happens? Do you know? As a parent, you should know. Okay, your child is also developing some stress. Often you say, okay, he is very stressed, she is very stressed. But unfortunately, I will say, okay, parents are not aware of this field at all, because they don't understand that their child is also going through this phase. So whatever our ma'am has arranged, considering all these points, okay, that generates the stress. And we know, okay, this is generating stress. But do you know what is the solution of this? How you can help your child? How you can help yourself first? Because whenever child is asking some questions, you are getting irritated. No, I'm scolding. And for a, although this is not my topic to the good parenting. So at this you are, as a result, what is happening? You are doing the wrong parenting to your child. You are scolding. No, you are not supposed to react like this or whatever. And do you know, okay, we are the role model. Whatever you are doing, if child is following you exactly the same manner, you will get the answer after 10 to 12 years. Just to write it down. And I have experienced it in my life. Okay, those parents have very, this type of discussions here, this type of sentences they utter now. After this, the child will also utter this, because it is also a give and take policy. According to me, this is not written anywhere. According to my experience, whatever I am giving now, I should be ready. Okay, after some years, I will also get the same reaction. So please take care. It is the right time to modify yourself and your child attitude also. Now, those who are listening or will listen afterwards, just to count what is the what is the value of ATTITUDE, that is attitude. Now attitude means what? It is how you're thinking, how you're feeling, and how you're believing. So whenever you will add it now, you will get the 100. So the right attitude is the main thing for success in all these fields. Whatever I am saying, whatever other people are saying, if you are not ready to accept anything, if you are not ready to change your attitude, okay, whatever I had, I know this, you will have to believe, you will have to feel, okay, yes, whatever mom is saying is right considering the present scenario, isn't it? So my request to all the parents as well as teachers as well as the students, okay, please go through this and national education policy skills, those who have been written in your books, in the very first page. And parents also, please go through it and ask yourself whether my child is developing these skills by just simply by going through this or simply by visiting the tuition teacher. Not at all. Because I was a physics teacher, and as physics is the most important subject in the science background, so I understand, okay, if a child do not understand anything, he will not be able to write it, because this is not an humanity subject. Okay, they will write it down. They will write. No, their understanding plays a significant role, and that comes in our, whichever we say, the problem solving. And this problem solving is not only related to the subject that only physics will or chemistry will solve the problem comes everywhere. So to solve those problems, you should possess some skills. Whatever we say, these are nowadays we are saying these are the soft skill. But whenever I'm uttering the term soft skill, most of you don't understanding what is soft skill. So soft skill is nothing but hard skill and soft skill. These two terms you are listening first time, I think. Hard skill means what you were, what you have become, and how a hard skill. And soft skills mean how you are doing it. That means what are the approach, what is the you're dealing with your clients, doing with your patients. I'm a business entrepreneur. I run Bharti Garments for more than a couple of years. I'm running it, and it is going very successfully. Now our unit is central government recognized as well as state government recognized unit. That is we are registered. Now whatever the achievement today we have, it is not because of my one day effort. It took a systematic planning, systematic decision making. All those things came. Now next one comes, whatever this is whenever your teacher is telling you some suppose some sentences which you are feeling hard, okay, no, I am doing this, or your parents are saying something, you are feeling bad, or in the relationship your husband is saying or wife is saying something, then we are not able to manage ourselves. What happens? We feel very bad, sometimes we cry. Why we cry? Because we feel very bad. But is it the way we should? Because it is other people's problem. Okay, he is uttering this type of sentence, and effect is where he is saying and he's going out, but you are the affected person. Teacher is saying, don't do this, you have done this, I'll give you punishment, whatever. You are saying, I'm so good, but still teacher is scolded. Today she scolded me. It will hamper your emotions. It will hamper your, create some inner problems. Now ma'am will also explain you that how you should manage your this, and there is a typical name for this, which we uttered as emotional intelligence. How you can manage your emotion with respect to others. Emotional intelligence means what? It is a capacity to recognize and manage our own feelings, and to recognize and respond effectively to those of others. When someone is saying something, how you are managing, if you are emotionally intelligent person, then your way of reply will be totally different from others. So considering the present scenario, this is very important, which you term, because you requested me, okay, what is soft skill? So I am just introducing, okay, these are the skills for how to discuss active listening, decision making, emotional intelligence, stress management, and other important time management, problem solving, critical thinking, personality development, teamwork, leadership. And one skill I'll now say, this is not coming under this soft skill, but this is a mindful living. Where my mom has done, there's a wonderful course, and she's quite expert. That she will be able to explain it, and if you go through it, you will understand, okay, where you are, how you are managing, and how you can manage yourself in a better way, so that you can get rid of all these problems, whatever you are facing in your daily life. So I am giving you the assurance. Please listen it this session carefully, and with when that terms again I am going to use active listening. Then whatever you are listening, please listen it carefully, properly, so that you can get certain benefits out of it. Now some schools have our mission. Some schools also requesting me, okay, organize this, that. But the first thing is that wherever your teachers or your students now, and another thing I like to share for the school teachers, what happens? somebody saying, oh, yes, ma'am, we have done it by our course. The school is organizing this for because national education policy is making it for 52 hours compulsory training and 8 hours a week. We did this. I asked them, okay, whether whenever you did the course, please tell me frankly, when this course, you are getting any benefit from this course? Well, no, because the classroom situation is something different and we did it in something. Is it the way to respond? Because unfortunately, our Indian government is preparing, they are trying to provide all those sessions, all those training, but unfortunately, I'll say everything is in black and white, but no practical implementation is there. So I request you, if you do it with our studio, I'll give you the assurance after 1 week. It's only 1 week. Whenever you will know, okay, what will the solutions you will get now, will give me the feedback. Okay, yes, really it helped me because you are not the first person. So many persons they're doing it, and after doing, they're giving me the feedback. That means to us, okay, we are thankful. So I request all of you, please go through hard sessions and another so many things I'm supposed to say, but if I take time, you will not get the time to she will not get the time to at least some insights so that you can check yourself whether you are doing it or no. So let me introduce, she's Malavika Ghosh Dastidar. She's from Mumbai Healthy Mind Studio, and she has associated herself in this field, and she's so efficiently dealing all this. See, she has associated herself with some hospitals also. I'll share this after the session gets over. We'll go to, she has done some courses in psychology, psychotherapy, and above all, she's master training in mindfulness. She will explain what it is. I'll not go through it. So please listen to her carefully, and whatever doubt you have, all the solutions you will be able to get. Your child's concentration, your child time management, stress management, so many things are there. And I am always here from Kolkata to help those people are from Kolkata only. You can ask me, I'll give you the solutions for children, for yourself, for whatever. So let me introduce her and let me continue with her only. Okay, thank you. Okay, ma'am, please start.
Yes. Thank you so much, Bharati, for your initiative to make people aware of different kinds of soft skills. And today, the topic, as you have seen, the insights to have our better quality of living. So before I start, can I request that please, if it's possible, that you can make your camera on so that the session will be an interactive one. It is, I don't like that I should deliver a speech here because the mission for which the session is arranged, it will not be served, what I believe. Because here we are trying to connect with you, your challenges, your difficulties, whatever you are facing in day-to-day life. So is it possible, those who have joined, Linaji already told she has some power issue. So Ravinder.
Okay, okay, madam, just
Okay.
hello.
Okay.
Repeat,
Okay.
hello, ma'am, just a minute, just a minute.
Yeah. Okay. So, but let us make it interactive. If not possible, this camera, just you can unmute your audio. If there is in between any conflict, whatever I am saying, or you want to resolve your any doubt. So before I start, you just connect with your own issues you are facing, but unable to handle it, or maybe you are unable to connect with it. So this insight is what? What is a psychological insight? That means to approach within yourself. What the thoughts are coming. So most of the times we are sad, we are frustrated, but we are not exactly aware what is happening within us. That is this arrangement to make or to give the awareness of psychological insight, means look yourself within. Which within? Within yourself only. if you can think that problems are happening outside, maybe at home, other people are responsible for my this sadness or frustration, maybe in the workplace, or maybe you are unable to handle it in an easy way for which you are coming under the stress. But still, you cannot change people overnight. So for that, what you need to do? The insight means you have to enter within yourself. What is happening and how to resolve these issues? What are the resources you have? What are the personalities according to your goal? Are you aware of that? So this awareness is first very important. So what I believe, then as an adult, it is not applicable for a child that to take the life as a responsibility. So I always believe that my life is my responsibility. If we take this mantra and we can make this mantra completely imprinted within ourselves, then we will find different kinds of creativity to handle the challenges. So according to Swami Vivekananda, I remember that he said, believe in yourself. If you want to believe in yourself, in that case, you need to take the responsibility as well. Because these terms, responsibility means what? The ability to respond, how you respond. So without the faith or without the belief on yourself, you cannot take the responsibility to respond properly. So he said, believe in yourself, the world will be at your feet, because it's a one line, but the interpretation is huge. Once you start believing, once you start taking responsibility, believe me, the creativities, emotional growth, and ultimately personal growth will happen once you just take the first step. Many times, why we cannot grow? Because we don't believe in ourselves and we are not ready to take the responsibility. We always are wanting to fix others, that let the other should behave with me like this, others should take the responsibility as well. Yes, all these are not incorrect things, correct. But when we find that others are not taking the responsibility, it is not, isn't it the right decision to take the responsibility of myself first? Why it doesn't happen? It doesn't happen because we have a tendency to remain in a comfort zone, where although the comfort zone is an absolutely uncomfortable. As for example, we are in stress. We are thinking negative about ourselves, sometimes about others also. Whenever we are thinking that the other person should change his behavior, other person should change his or her behavior, that means we are in a very uncomfortable zone. We are irritated, we are frustrated, we are sad, but still we are expecting the other person should get changed, isn't it? That means we are in such a comfort zone and it becomes such a strong area. As for example, you can connect that you have a comfort zone or sitting in a particular chair and the chair is little bit broken and has a defect, but you are sitting on that chair for a long period of time. Now to get up from that, and one more chair is also there, but since you have made such a comfort zone, you are unable to get up and to sit on the other chair. Just the same thing is happening with our life. We are in such an uncomfortably comfort zone. We are suffering. we are having our health issues, we are getting treatment, uh, taking medicines. But just tell me, how many people after taking medicines, getting treatments, are living a satisfied life? Uh, Anybody can answer it? Because I don't want this situation, this session to be only an I am speaking. If you don't want to unmute your camera, means put on your camera on, then can you please unmute your audio? We are uncomfortably in the comfort zone. People are getting sick, but still, do you think that people are living a life which they really deserve for? Anybody can answer? Yes. Let us make this session interactive so that the fruit will come out. The intention while Bharati has arranged this, because we are facing so many problems. Yes, individually, depends upon person to person, but problems are there. If you are leading a life while you go to bed at night, that I just lived it today. Say, for example, today after a few hours we'll go to bed, and I just spend this day wonderfully, because this day is never going to come. 24th May will come, but it will be 2025. It will not be 2024. So this is a special day we are passing through. Nature has given that privilege. So before going to bed, how many of you think that yes, I utilized that day and I'm so happy? How many of you? You can just raise your hand as well. Because interaction only, it will be, yes. Yes. Want to speak something? Ritvinder Kaur.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, very good evening.
Yes, ma'am. At the end of the day, inside feel many a times it is like, what did I do the whole day? I was doing work chores, home chores, and things like that. But sometimes when you like your mind is like full, you're healthy inside, so you feel like today the day was cool. I enjoyed. I enjoyed with my kid. I enjoyed with my family in whatever I did. Yes, it is a psychological effect, I think. Many a times there are situations we feel bit low, we are stressed out, we feel like it's like बहुत हो गया अब कितना काम करें मतलब बस
Correct.
हो गई अब.
Correct.
Just a minute, ma'am. Now I like to introduce Karitvinder. She was my student. Now she is advocate, and I'm so happy that she has also joined.
Great, great,
Yeah,
great.
yeah. So she was my student. She was so sweet. Now she is very sweet, and she's
Oh,
advocate
great.
now, and she's doing
Actually,
practice in
ma'am
Jammu.
is very sweet.
Jammu.
Ah,
So
ma'am is
thank
very
you,
sweet.
thank
I
you so
still
much.
I still remember the way she has taught us the gravitational force. मैं अपने बेटे को भी the same way I'll teach. Because seeing ma'am, it made me like I should, apart from being a lawyer, I teach students, I teach English, I teach law subjects. मेरे को
Very
passion
good.
लगता है भाई ये करना है. It is
हाँ.
like to raise.
And they were so good. मुझे आज भी वो मतलब याद आती है कि army schools I can't forget because it was all your effort, Ritvinder, and all the batch was so nice, and really it was your initiative only. Okay, ma'am, whenever I call you, okay, ma'am, I like to know something. Thank you so much for readiness to accept something so that your child also grow in a fantastic way, and you will be I know you are a very good because you are already very good parent, but it will definitely it will help you, Ritvinder. Thank you so much once again. that you have joined, and
Most
you please
welcome,
answer.
ma'am. Most welcome.
Answer.
Anytime, any day, any night. I can definitely join for this cause because nowadays, after Corona, I think this thing has become a severe. I can say government should also provide certain rules for overcoming this stress thing. It
Exactly.
is like a huge, not even in me, not even in. I think a single born, a day before born baby will also be in stress. The situation is like that.
Like this, and mom, Ritvinder, the thing is that is the way you are ready to accept it. Unfortunately, people are not understanding. Okay, yes, they need it. I am very happy in my family life. You are also very happy in my family life. Only this problem is not the concern, but still we get certain problems. Those who are
Think there
definitely
are
it arises,
this
isn't
stress
it?
factor is in every
Ah,
family, be at a professional life,
every family,
be
yes,
at
yes.
completing your work, be at completing
हाँ
अपने बच्चे को सुबह स्कूल के लिए तैयार करना. It is like
हाँ
stress.
फिर
हाय जल्दी
इसके
तैयार हो
लिए
उठ
देखो,
तो
इसके लिए जो स्ट्रेस आ रही है ना, जो स्ट्रेस आ रही है, तो इसके लिए कौन है? इसके लिए मेन है टाइम मैनेजमेंट. सो इफ द पेरेंट इज वेरी मच एफिशिएंट हाउ टू मैनेज द टाइम, देन isn't it? So there are
जी
certain
जी
ways. So इसके लिए ये बहुत important sessions है कि yes, we do think this time management. If we can't do it, then stress will generate. So all the things are very nicely explained to us.
मैम,
So
इसमें मैंने
this
जितने
is
भी
the
बच्चों को ऐड किया था मोस्टली परमप्रीत का भी अभी एक और इश्यू हुआ है, बेटी हुई है तो शी
oh
इज
अच्छा अच्छा.
मनप्रीत की भी छोटी बेटी है, बाकी इधर
I
उधर है
understand.
बच्चे.
I understand. But they also like to know. I know it, but everybody has some certain, isn't it? Family commitments, yeah,
आफ्टर दिस
whatever.
वेबिनार मैम
Uh,
आप ग्रुप में ये सब चीजें भी शेयर कीजिएगा सो
बिल्कुल
दैट
बिल्कुल,
अगर बच्चे
sure sure
पेरेंट को टाइम मिलता
sure.
है वो रीड आउट करके अपनी ये चीजें सारी
And
निकाले.
Ekdar, I am so happy to see you once again as my student. I'm so happy, and that after so many years, actually, again I
जी
have chance to say a few words in front of you. Okay, Ritvinder, Malavika, let me please continue, ma'am. Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Ridvinder,
थैंक
to give
यू.
your valuable opinion.
Yeah.
So, just you mentioned, and it made me so interesting that all over, even the children, they're in the stress, and especially after Corona. And you were telling that government should do something so that people can become little bit of, they can come out of stress or they make them de-stressed. So can you just tell me one tip that how government can help to bring people out of stress? Just one.
Simple way out is they should provide employment opportunities. The way out. Mostly the stress is arising due to lack of resources for our youth. They are
Okay.
so much educated, but they have no work to do.
Okay. Okay. So you think that employment is the biggest source of for the stress, isn't it? Yes, I also agree. But in that context, I will say those who are already employed, not in a very, in a low grade, very higher grade. So don't you think that they are also heavily stressed? They are employed, they are getting very good salary, they have car, they have bungalow, they have everything, but still they're under stress. Huge stress.
स्ट्रेस उनका लेवल ऑफ स्ट्रेस अराइजेस कि भाई ये टारगेट है, वो टारगेट है, ये ले लिया, वो ले लिया, अब उसके पास BMW है, मुझे थोड़ा और चाहिए.
Yes, competition. Yeah.
दैट इज
Yes.
जस्ट कि मेयर वो माय मेंटल ग्रीड उनकी भर नहीं रही है.
Mhm.
They're not happy, they're not satisfied with what they have
Exactly. Yes, yes. They are not happy. Yeah.
Okay.
actually.
So we understood that means the stress where it is happening, stress is happening within our system, within ourselves, isn't it? Be that person has employment or not, more money or less money, who is creating stress? Here. Where? Exactly here, within ourselves. So the next slide is on the stress. And the physical science, this is the area of the Bharati, but still I have linked it. In physical science, the stress is force upon area. So for the human being, how this stress happens, this is pressure. The force we can compare with the pressure because all human beings have pressure. Without pressure, no life will happen. Pressure will be there, but here, just like the area, what is the resilience we have? Resilience means the capacity within us to bounce back from the level of pressure. That means, I repeat once again, pressure will be there. There is no way out. Be it employment, be it lack of financial crisis, be it relationship issue, be it study related pressure. Nowadays, the children are also in huge stress due to study. Those who are appearing for, say, the competitive exams like JEE and NEET and all that, huge pressure. Pressure will be there for any person. Even if he or she is not a student, just a housewife, pressure is there and it will be there because this is the process of life. Now, you can handle stress only managing this one. How do you have the capacity to bounce back? Now, here I am distinguishing, it is not patience. If we think, मेरा patience तो है, बहुत ज़्यादा level of patience है, but resilience and patience is different thing. Patience means we are just pushing the boundary of just responding a little bit more, a little bit more. Resilience means making a system, or you can say in the modern language of technology, installing a software within yourself, how to handle the situation, how to see the situation, and how you get out of the problem through your own resource, because resources are there. Bharpur resources. The thing is this, the moment, what is the dynamics, the stress, the moment something is happening, we are thinking, oh my God, a negative emotion is happening. Due to this negative emotion, we are just forgetting what we can do. We are just ignoring our own resources, what we can do, even if the pressure is huge. Pressure is huge, no matter, even if I'm just wondering here and there, I don't have employment. So I have lack of money, this and this, yes, pressure is there. So what I can do, how to get an employment? If I depend upon government, when government will make this scheme, so it will make further stress to me, because I am depending upon somebody and somebody is not doing the right scheme, or the beneficiaries are also taking that advantage. So my stress level is going to rise and rise, apart from this unemployment situation. So if we build resilience within us, it will dictate with our inner resource what we can do so that we can earn, so that we can get employment, or appearing for the exams, this competitive exams happens for employment, or maybe self-employment. I have the resources, what I can do. This will happen only and only when my emotion is in a certain state. Is I am hyper and waiting, somebody else will take charge and resolve the issue. Perhaps stress reduction will not be a possible task. So first slide I shared. If
Ma'am, just I'd like to say just two sentences
yes,
regarding this.
Yes.
Now, Ritvinder, you say that nowadays unemployment is there. I do agree. But आपको I like to say कि आप अगर naukri.com को देखो, LinkedIn में देखो, and if आपका CV अगर उसमें डालो, lot of jobs are there. But we people, or some students, they are lacking something they don't know, and that's why they are not able to get the job, isn't it? you see, you people also did, and then at that time also job crises were there, but all of you have managed yourself very well and you have job. That means you have certain skills, isn't it? So nowadays these people, these students are not having this type of skills. So to develop those skills, this type of these things are going on, isn't it? So to get the job you should possess certain qualities. Ritvinder, are you listening? Or there
Yes.
is no connection?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
So that's why I am. That's why I like to say, okay, to get those jobs, isn't it? You should possess certain skills, and those skills are being taught here, so that you can get the job for the new generation. I'm saying after graduations, 1,000 students are doing the graduations, only 100 are getting the jobs in private sector because of their skills. And those they are not having, they are not able to communicate. They are not getting any job. So sometimes sometimes you may acquire it, but sometimes some training is also required so that you can know, okay, what I'm supposed to do so that I can get at least in private sector. Suppose government ko chhod do, I don't know what government will give and you will get the job. It's a long term process, but in private sector, if you have the skills, you can manage yourself and you can get a job. Okay, mom, carry on, please.
yes. Moreover, I should say, uh, whenever something, be it a job or anything else, in your personal life also, if it is not happening, that means you have to understand that somewhere a gap is
Yeah, I'm
there.
lagging. Yes.
Some gap is there that you have not tried. I counsel many people, so they say, even for the parenting, I have tried everything. So I say, if you have tried everything, uh, you understand, but there is one that you have not tried. Because when problem comes, solutions are already wired in the problem. We look at the door which is closed. We are not looking at the doors which are open. So our initiative, in case of any problem, be it the unemployment or relationship or addiction, whatever, if we are interested to get out of the problem, we need to see how to bridge the gap. There is a gap where the initiative has not been taken. So rather than depending upon anybody else, that is why my uh, agenda is my life is my responsibility. If each and every individual is ready to take, stress will drastically reduce. If not, can be completely zero, it will be a positive stress only for motivation. But stress will be reduced. Stress is there just because we are not handling our emotion. We are depending on the other and we are not trying to bridge the gap where I am lagging a bit. So, updating ourselves with the knowledge, different kinds of courses or different other, this nowadays technologies are there. People can update with the new knowledges and whatever is available everywhere. People can get something out of it. So this is the effort people should take. Only when, if I think that I can do something, no matter what is the problem. But if I blame or have that, that mindset, this is the problem, that is why I am lagging behind, then stress to reduction, or you can say the stress reduction is almost impossible task. So nowadays the relationship problem is happening, be it at home or at workplace. We are unable to match the frequency. Again, I'm coming to the science words because every thoughts, the neurons are there. Whenever we are thinking, some frequencies are created. This has all wave, and through this we are connecting with the other person, be it a boss or our client or our family members, actually the frequency is working. This is the underlying fact to make our relationship better. Toxic people are there. Home, workplace, people are complaining. So how to handle toxic people? First step is to take the charge. Again, my life is my responsibility. If I think the other person is there, is making my life a hell, I cannot reduce my stress. So first person is taking the responsibility. This is the first step. And to believe, have faith on myself, and I should believe that this life is a precious one. This means a lot to me. Let me see how can we handle each and every pressure. So how to handle the different situation? The toxic people are there. People, very common term, the toxic people at workplace, at home. How to do that? Again, we need to see the situation and we need to see the people the way he or she is. For that, again, we need to take the charge of our own emotion. What is happening? Ridvindarji also told that sometimes happy, sometimes erratic. Now, whenever this, yes,
Please tell to solutions so that they can manage their stress. Because time is
please I am
tell. At least
coming
two.
after
At
that.
least two. At least two.
So, yeah. So after that, whenever these erratic things are happening, we need to see how can I minimize this.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this first session is about insight. So I am giving insight first. Whenever you will get the insight and then the solution part comes. Yes, two more slides, the regular problems people are facing. Let us get the insight. Now handling children. Actually, if you see, most of the times what the research says, the way we are parented by our parents, the same thing actually, unknowingly, we are doing this. Whenever parents are coming to the complaint that they are unable to connect with children, even though the parents are from a very good background, they are really good human being, but still their connection is missing with the children, and especially with the teenagers. Where is the key or the missing link? The missing link is this: connection is missing. We are trying to correct it. We as parents, we think that we are older, we know everything, and they don't know anything. So we try to correct them. We feel, yes, correction is important. Yes, correction is important. But before correction, you need to make this connection very stronger. This correction part will happen anyway. So again, here, you need to fill up the gap with where the gap is happening with the parents and the children. Addiction nowadays, even if it's a gadget or the anything, what is addiction? Just you can imagine, if you want to see your gadget, even the people who have the social media addiction, it is nothing but I'm trying to feel good. Even with the drugs or alcohol or smoking addiction, I'm trying to feel good. And isn't it the natural tendency of a human being to try to feel good? This is the way this one is designed. Trying to feel good. But unfortunately, people are not getting happiness from anywhere, not at home, not at outside. Teachers are under stress, students are under stress, who will distress others? So addiction is happening. At home, parents are under stress due to work loads and all that. Who will distress others? So this loop is happening, and this addiction is just mounting at an alarming rate. The only thing is this: I'm trying to fill up my vacuum. I want to make my happiness cycle good. Now, unfortunately, substance and I am killing ultimately. my energy, my resource, everything. So you need to understand, since this session is for the insight, this is nothing but the addiction, even for the children, they want to feel good. They are nowhere finding to feel good due to the pressure of the studies and all that. So it is the responsibility of the parents, then teachers, communities, how to make our children so that they come and fall into the right track. I think we. Okay, the last slide. You may wonder, the way I think, the way I believe, you will see every day the same way we are thinking, we are believing, we are feeling. What is the background? Just because our neurons are connecting in that way. There is a pathway. There is a common pathway. This has already been said, which is called habit formation. Now, child is not listening. Sometimes we are shouting. We are just telling, don't do. So every time if you connect the way you address to your children or anybody else, you will say the same way you are telling, but child is not listening. They are also doing the same thing. Parents are also continuing the same thing. Now, what is the concept of neuroplasticity? These are the recent researches which has proved that even at any age, the person may be a senior citizen, they can make their another pathway. What is the pathway? The way we think, the way we feel, the way we believe, the way we act, the way we utter words, it can be changed if we are interested to it. So first thing, many things can be done. With this one, to reduce our stress drastically, to make our life changes in a drastic manner which we never imagined. Many things can be done. Only think whether you are interested for this. This is the question. So, as Bharati is telling, tomorrow I'll do this. A tip. First of all, whatever the problems, you need to get the insight. That is why the first session. You got the insight. Why this is happening? Or again, this is not enough because problems are many. How to handle, how to understand. Now onwards, after end of the session, I hope all of you will see at least, yes, this is the problem, how to see the problem in a different way to get the solution. This is the insight. Each and every problem, I repeat, each and every problem you feel, how do you understand? Nowadays, we are not understanding even that, yes, this is the problem because we are so, compulsively we are living. This is the problem. Even with the time management, how to manage this time, how to make it the easy way. Get the insight. I have the resource within myself, how I can address. If you find clumsy, your emotion is heightened with a negative flow, we can understand that. Whenever stress happens, negative emotion starts flowing. You can do today a small tip, very easy, quick. The moment you are not getting, just come to a breath. Just observe your breath. Immediately, you will find that the negative emotion, negative thought has stopped. But yes, it's only a first aid. If the cut is there, first aid is not the solution. And then you need to address the problem. But quick relief, you can come to your breath, observe your breath, and if you can manage your time a little bit, 2 minutes, sit somewhere when you are feeling like fully stressed. I don't know how to manage it. Take a seat for some time, drink a little bit, a glass of water, sit for some time. What else can I do to handle this issue? Any kind of problem. be it at home or outside. Certain thoughts, certain creativity will start flowing. The only thing is this, you need to quiet this one, your thoughts, your emotion first. Correct? So you need to do this step is the first one, that how to handle this. How to handle this? How to understand? How to handle? Because you need to reduce your emotion. And the best way to reduce your emotion and come to your thought, just pay attention to your thought. Even you can take a deep breath and just cool down. You'll see one solution has come from your brain. So that is all about today's presentation. Tomorrow's session is all about, today I have given you the insight, and Bharati also told so many things. Out of this, whatever problems you feel from your personal life, that will be addressed. If you can share in this common platform. Even if not, you can also contact personally. But most of the problems you will see, they're common problems with children, with workplace, home, work balance. These are some common problems, the time management, the stress management, physical problems. These are the common issues. We can share it. So tomorrow's session will be entirely on your issues, how to handle this, so that you get a way and you can make your life not as a very erratic one. Today something happened, I was in stress. Tomorrow, okay, chalo, something acha ho gaya, stress come. I don't know, day after tomorrow what will happen. So let's not be on this track. That is why these sessions. To understand first and to take the necessary steps which is required. Thank you so much for attending the session. Any question you can ask.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was really a mind, we can say, a change we can now learn from our actions after your
Exactly.
session.
Okay, it's been there. Then you try to find it out what problems you're facing, and tomorrow you share, and then a lot of discussions will on covering on that also. And those who are having other problems, you can also share on this platform. And definitely, I do hope you will get the solutions. Nice, only that you can practice in a very systematic manner, and really you can lead a very good life without any
Okay, ma'am.
physical problems,
Okay, ma'am.
isn't it?
Sorry
Thank you
for
so
the
much.
so less attendance. I don't know why they didn't join.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
no, it's okay.
start over
I'll
here.
send.
Maybe weekend has started, so people are
Yes,
partying.
yes,
I
yes.
can say
Yes, yes.
refreshing their minds.
Yes, yes. Then mindful living, another fantastic topic that will be covered. I don't know when she will, speak on this,
We'll
but
do it
Whenever,
in step by step.
whenever you have these sessions, ma'am, you can surely share the link, and I will definitely join with this.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Thank you so
I'll
much.
share. I know, okay, you
Yes,
are
yes.
quite interested
We
for this.
take different kind of sessions, very open. From 27th of May, there will be a 5-day workshop that Bharati will
Sure,
share
ma'am.
with you for building the resilience. And it will help you to reduce stress, getting the way out, helping others who are still struggling to get out of stress. So,
Sure, ma'am.
looking
Okay, bye bye.
forward.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Oh,
Okay,
thank
okay,
you
bye.
so much.
Thank you,
Good
ma'am.
night.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Good night.
Thanks all of you once again.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am, for your
Yes,
nice
most welcome.
representation.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
bye-bye.
so much, ma'am. Thank you. I'm sorry I
Thank you.
couldn't join.
No, 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 it's fine. Fine, fine. I do
My
understand,
greetings
Kevu.
to all of you.
Thank you so much.
I'll
Thank
definitely
you.
try and join tomorrow positively.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely. You are most
Oh,
welcome. I understand. Now summer days is going on, and there is no issues.
right.
We are
Right,
happy.
ma'am. I have a 6 months-old baby, so I was busy with her.
Okay,
I
no
understand.
issues
I
at all.
understand.
Sure,
I
sure.
understand.
I'll definitely
This
try and join
platform.
tomorrow, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, good
Yes,
evening.
yes,
No
yes,
problem.
yes,
You take
yes.
your time. No problem. I'll be
Sure, ma'am.
there.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Yes,
Good
Bye
night.
bye.
Good night,
yes.
all of you.
Good
Bye-bye.
night. Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much.